Syracuse Wednesday today. A lot of work out here, up and down day. Thought defense came out and played a lot better than yesterday till the end. So we'll go back and look at the film. A lot of work to do.
When you look at Syracuse's offense from their performance from the first week, what do you see in them?
Well, I think first off, you got a quarterback that threw for more yards than anybody in the country, and a lot of people played football this Saturday. And as you look at them, they weren't even full strength. They may have another lineman back, another receiver back. So we're going to have our hands full. This is a team that, to me, on defense, they look a lot faster. People will say, well, they lost their first game, but if you really watch the game, you look at the stats from the game, they dominated most of the game. They got beat on some calls, they got beat on special teams, and turnovers. And so that's about the only perfect storm how you lose a game with that dominating of stats.
Would you say that the pressure is on your defensive guys this week?
Yeah, we got to play big, especially our secondary. This is going to be really a big test for our guys. Last week we weren't tested very much, and we got to do better.
When you say there's a lot of work to do, what are you talking about specifically?
Well, we're in the middle of the week. We still have a lot of work to do. We were sloppy at times today, and like I said, this team's going to present a big challenge to us. They've got defense, like I mentioned. They look really fast to me. They're getting healthier, and our offensive quarterback is playing great.
They used to call this kind of like basketball on grass. Is it a different mindset for your defense to get into a game like this where ball just stays in the air?
Well, I don't know. It's our job to change that. It's our job to get a good pass rush going, to cover them up and make them more balanced. So, and you never know. Every week changes. Just because somebody throws the ball a million times one week doesn't mean they're going to the next week.
Because of the way they run their offense, how difficult is it to pressure the quarterback?
Well, it is hard. They're in the shotgun almost all the time. Quarterback gets rid of the ball really quick. So you see teams getting guys free, but they still get the ball off. So, we're going to have a good plan, execute it really well, and make them hold on to the ball.
You don't ever do walkthroughs at stadiums. Why are you going to do it here?
Yeah, the only reason was we were there 2 days early and we're bored, so we need something to do.
But you've been 2 days early at other places and haven't done that.
Yeah, the only other place we were 2 days early was Notre Dame. We're an hour away from the stadium there, so it's not worth going an hour and coming all the way back.
Are you concerned at all? You've talked before how you don't want your guys to expend energy.
We're not going to do anything to walk over there. We're not going to sweat.
Any jet lag remedies?
I do not.
DJ Morgan tweeted this morning that he's having knee surgery. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true.
Do you know if it's the same knee that he had had the surgery on, when he was in high school?
I'm not sure.
You guys are missing some.
Not sure?
No, Gary, I'm not.
How tough is it to prepare for an offense that tries to isolate guys where you can't do tackling and practice?
Yeah, they do. They get the guys in space a lot with their receivers. Thought the tight end played really well. I thought their big back played well, too. So, like I said, we're going to have to tackle really well.
What steps do you want to see?
To take the next step. Like we mentioned, they played really well in that game. We alternated a lot of guys, and we're going to need them to play really well in this game. All of them, especially the young guys.
You had a handful of defensive guys last week that didn't play. Are they expected to play this week?
I hope so.
Are you confident that Craig McMahon could kick in a game if he needed him to?
I don't know. We're going to have to find out if that's the case.
If Torrin Harris and Lamar Dawson were able to play this week, what do they bring?
Well, I think both of them were playing really good last year when they played, and we were excited about both of them. So hopefully they'll come back. They're big keys to our defense, big keys to our rotation too.
Before Silas got here, you had been concerned about tailback depth with DJ out. Does that become an issue again for you?
Well, I think it just goes back to how important getting Silas was, and we're sure happy to have him.
With the tempo they play, does it become a larger test for the D-line?
Yeah, definitely, for the whole defense. Anytime you play no huddle, that forces you to be out there a lot. But that's up to us. If we can get off the field on third down, then you're not out there as much. But if you let them convert a lot on third down, then you got to play a lot of snaps.
It's like in the past when some skill guys wouldn't get as many touches or reps that they'd be upset about it. But it seemed like yesterday that Curtis and Robert were upset that another running back, another receiver got more reps. Is that just them, or is that like a whole team-wide mentality? Do you think?
Well, I think I've mentioned before. This team's really unselfish, and I think that that's the biggest test. It's easy to do in camp, but when you really don't get many touches, how do you react? And I thought they were great, especially Curtis in that situation. For somebody who maybe years ago wouldn't have been that way. I talked to him after the game about how well he handled himself.
they started throwing the ball all over the place when they got behind. Do you have to anticipate that they're just going to come out and do that from the get-go, or do you think they revert back to what they typically try to do?
There's no way to know. I mean, if you have that much success, and I think Doug mentioned in the media, if they got to throw it 6 times, they're going to throw it 6 times. So well, we don't know. It's our job to stop whatever they do.
Is there any update on Darius Rogers?
Hayes Pollard had a pretty good game on Saturday. I was wondering where you'd rank him among your current starting linebackers and what kind of impact you're looking from him on Saturday.
Yeah, Hayes played really well, especially playing a position he'd not played before in a game. Hayes just had a great camp and a great practice. He's always, first guy in there, last to leave, and he's doing a great job.
Do you maybe think about, because he had 4 sacks, I think, last year, would you maybe consider trying to maybe rush him more?
Potentially in the blitz package, but not as a down guy. He's too important to us to stay back as a linebacker.
Talk a little bit about bringing Simi back and your thinking on that. There are always criticism about something like that. How did you see that?
Well, I think one of the things of our jobs is we're allowed to work with young kids and make mistakes. We're allowed to give kids second chances, and so I'm glad we were able to do that. He's paid a big price and missed a lot of stuff. I'm very embarrassed. So I'm glad we can give him this chance, and hopefully he proves us right.
Was there any thought at all to making him sit out a game, suspending him for a game or two?
Well, he basically was suspended from our program for a long time. Didn't play anyway. So you can consider it being suspended. We just didn't make a big deal for you guys. All right, thanks.
Thanks, Coach.